Hello world, my name is Maximo Lora with Maximize Your Monday Motivation. And today's topic, commitment. Let me tell you a quick story about commitment. Several weeks ago, I was asked to do a webinar. It was an international webinar with people tuning in from all around the world to talk about home-based businesses. And a good friend of mine, Pam, asked me to do the webinar, and she scheduled me for 5 p.m. Eastern, right? And for whatever reason, that day, I got really busy with errands, phone calls, other webinars, other things I was doing, some projects I was working on. And for whatever reason, I didn't even look at my calendar that day. I was so busy, call after call, webinar after webinar. And I remember driving to an errand and I was talking to someone via text and they go, "Cool, I look forward to your webinar at 5. It's about to start in a little bit, right?" And I'm like, oh my God. My webinar is starting in it was less than 10 minutes. It was like 7 minutes to go. It was like 4:53. And the only reason I remember is because that person was going to jump on to check it out. And I'm like, oh my God, what did I do? And I'm far away from my house. I don't have my laptop nowhere near me. And this is a webinar that I needed slides. I was doing a presentation to show some slides, so I needed visuals. And I was like, man, and this is a presentation I've done before, so it wasn't nothing new. So I was comfortable doing the presentation, but I wasn't prepared because I didn't have the computer in front of me. And as I'm driving, because I'm driving, I'm thinking about, it's like, oh my God, it's 4:55. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go. What am I gonna do? What's the backup plan? I'm thinking. I'm trying to think on my feet. And it just dawned on me. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have to call it now. Like, I'm gonna have to call this a loss. I'm gonna have to text Pam and let her know that I'm not gonna be able to do it. So I got on the phone, I text Pam real quick. I say, hey, look, unfortunately, I lost track of time today, and I'm not gonna be able to do the webinar at 5, which is like, literally, it was at that time when I texted her, it was like 4 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go until 5. And as I sent that text, I sent it, and I kept driving. And as I'm driving, this weird feeling got in me. It was like this feeling of disappointment, this feeling of it wasn't so much that, yes, I let Pam down, but it was like I let myself down. Like, I'm a man of my word. I committed to this webinar and I'm not doing it. And I have people that I know are going to be on this webinar and they're expecting to see me. And I told them I was going to be on. I'm like, man, how am I going to look as a leader? How am I going to look as someone that they see in the future presenting? That's my word. And I remember commitment. See, the thing about commitment is a difference between if you're interested in something or you committed to something. Was I interested in doing this webinar? Was I interested in adding value? Or was I committed to adding value? And that's the difference between interest and commitment. Because interest, you're doing it based on circumstances and if you're permitted to do it. But when it comes to commitment, it's like saying no excuses and only results. It's all you want. So in that moment, I pulled over and I jumped on the webinar just to see, like, you know, what was it was like 5:01. I remember it clearly. And immediately when I jumped on, the host that day made me presenter. Like, they put me in presenter mode. Like, they clicked on a button with Zoom and they made me a presenter on the panelist side. And I remember Nikki, her name was Nikki, the host. And I'm like, oh man, I just jumped on to see how it was going. And then all of a sudden, Nikki starts introducing me. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm pulled over, I'm in my car, and I have no slides. I was like, you know what? I was committed to doing this webinar. I've done it before. I've done it multiple times, hundreds of times. Do I really need slides? See, champions adjust. Champions are committed to win. Champions are committed to bring value, to do whatever it takes to win. No excuses. You either have excuses or results. You cannot have both. So in that moment, I said, you know what? I'm going to do this presentation. I'm going to do this webinar. I'm going to do it without slides. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be transparent because that's what leaders do. So I jumped on that webinar. I thanked Nikki for the introduction. I said, hey guys, look, I'm going to be honest with you. As you can see right now, I'm talking to you from my car. Look at the background. I had a seatbelt on. I took off the seatbelt. I said, I've done this presentation several times, enough that I can do it without slides. So what I want to do for you today is just give you the presentation without any slides. I'm bringing my energy, my smile, my charisma, and I'm just gonna bring as much value as I can. And I just went into it. I just made it happen. And it felt so good because remember, 5 minutes earlier, I had this ill, like I was like not feeling right. I wasn't feeling like myself. I felt like I said, let myself down, let the organization down, the team down, the community down. But in that moment, when I stepped into my greatness, when I stepped into my commitment, and I kept my word as a man, something went over me, the energy, the passion, and I spoke life into these people. It was such an amazing feeling that it made me feel like I can conquer anything. So my advice to you is that when you commit to something, no matter the circumstances, if there's a will, there's a way. If you can't make it happen, figure it out. You always have to figure it out and make it. Remember, excuses or results. Now, here's another thing about commitment I want to tell you about. Motivation is what gets you started. See, I started doing these webinars. I started talking about home-based business because I was motivated. But what keeps me doing these videos, what keeps me doing webinars daily is my commitment. My commitment to bring value to my community. My commitment to bring value to those that follow me, to those that subscribe to videos like this, the people that are just, looking for more. That's my commitment to bring value to that. And it reminds me of a quote I once heard. It goes, commitment is an act, not a word. Commitment is an act, not a word. See, I told Pam I got 5 o'clock, but in the moment that I text her, and it's funny because she never responded. I never responded that I was going to do it. I just ended up jumping on. But my action of jumping on and making it happen, regardless if I had slides or not, my action is what demonstrated my commitment. My action demonstrated my commitment, not my words. See, if you want to truly see if someone's committed to you, let it be in a business, let it be in a relationship, let it be in a team. Don't just listen to their words, listen to their action. And in that, you're going to see a couple of things. You're going to see either excuses or results. Excuses or results. You cannot have both. Commitment is doing things when you don't even feel like doing it. See, I'll be honest, that day I was so busy. I didn't really feel like doing the webinar, but I had to because I was committed. So at the end of the day, I hope this video brings some kind of value to your life. I hope it helps you maximize not only your Monday, but maximizes your life. Now, I want to ask for a simple favor. If you got some value from this, press like, press share, tag 3 people. I'm going to challenge you to tag 3 people today that you think they'll get some value from this video. And also, if you have any questions for me personally, I check all my messages personally. So if anytime you have a question or you want to, chop it up via direct message about business, success, entrepreneurism, home-based business, or you just want me, maybe give me a request to do a video about something that you really want to talk about, send it over to my DM, send it over direct messages. And I thank you so much for your message. And also, I'm going to be including in the description my link tree. My link tree has all the ways to get connected with me, all the ways to reach out to me. So thank you once again so much for your time. I greatly appreciate it. Hope you have a phenomenally blessed day. Let's go maximize our lives and truly live life to the max. This is Maximo Lora signing off. Take care. God bless. Enjoy your Monday. Peace.